Hello, guys. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories, starting with Ousmane Dembele, as it has been reported that Barcelona advanced in negotiations with Ousmane Dembele over contract renewal amid PSG interest. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about this young prodigy Lamine Yamal, as it has been reported that the Barca La Masia gem have finally been a part of the first team after Xavi have given a go-ahead for the club to sign him a new contract. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Ousmane Dembele professed his desire to continue playing at Barcelona last week when his agent met Barca director Deco, confirming that the player has no wish to activate his release clause this summer. Dembele has a €50 million release clause embedded in his contract, which can be activated this month, but the forward remains keen on continuing at Barcelona after enjoying immense success under the leadership of Xavi Hernandez. The two parties are now set to take the relationship a step further as they advance negotiations over a renewal. This has been reported by Mundo Deportivo, which suggests Barcelona have made positive steps in their bid to keep hold of Dembele. The former Borussia Dortmund man's current deal currently at Camp Nou expires in the summer of 2024, but the report suggests that the two parties are exchanging proposals seeking an agreement that will guarantee the player's stay at Barca until 2027. Dembele will turn 30 by the time, with Barca also open to the possibility of adding an optional one-year extension into the potential new deal. The French international is aware of Barca's poor economic situation, which has crippled the club's powers in the transfer market. But the two parties are hopeful they can settle for an agreement that will satisfy all parties involved. Barcelona are likely to focus on a formula of a lower salary for Dembele, but they will offer high incentives and bonuses to the player based on his performances at Camp Nou in the years to come. In addition to the bonuses, there is also a prospect of captaining Barcelona, which may appeal to Dembele. With Jordi Alba and Sergio Busquets leaving the club, Dembele is one of the candidates to take up the role for captaincy, as he is one of the most experienced players in the first team. Meanwhile, Dembele's potential extension could serve as a major blow for Paris Saint-Germain, who are hoping to trigger Dembele's €50 million release clause this summer. Of course, Ousmane Dembele continued to make headlines with his new contract proposal. Barcelona are eager to extend his contract. The player is also excited about the prospect of signing a new contract at the club, but there has been an issue as to the terms of the contract, And of course, Barca don't want to let Dembele go by any means. Considering the fact that Dembele has just a release clause of €50 million, which is quite affordable by some top clubs in Europe. And of course, they don't want to miss out on keeping the player at the Camp Nou by any means, as Xavi Hernandez admires the player quite a lot. Of course, it is no secret that Xavi sees Dembele as the best player in his position. Of course, some people might laugh at that kind of assertion by Xavi, but everybody has his own opinion. So Xavi wants Barca to keep Dembele for a long time as possible at the club. And of course, last season we saw Dembele, playing well, but he never had the best of seasons as compared to the first season when Xavi came in. We quite remember that this past season Dembele had injury and he was out for about 4 months. So honestly, if you ask me, I would say I'm still skeptical. Even if Barca wants to give him a new contract, I just hope Barca don't end up regretting why giving him such long contract, because the rumors are saying that they want to give him until 2027. I think I found it a little bit not a good decision if they want to give him that long contract. For me, Barca should see how this coming season will look like. Then they would, they can see actually if they can give him a contract that is making sense. But now the issue is Barca are scared that Dembele might be tempted by other offers because his contract or his release clause currently is just 50 million. And when we talk about Paris Saint-Germain showing interest, it might scare anybody. Anybody must be scared. Despite Dembele saying he doesn't want to leave, he's happy to play at Barca, but the love of money can make you change your decisions in a split second. So Ousmane Dembele, let's see how it goes for him. He has been a key player, no doubt about that, especially under the tenure of Xavi Hernandez. Hopefully next season will be a great season for Usman, who needs to add goals to his game. He's a great dribbler. He gives assists. But one thing that Dembele needs to improve, for me, I think, is to improve on his decision making in the final third, and he'll be just that perfect player that we need. So Barca still like him no matter what. Xavi really is pushing for the player to stay for a long time. So it remains to be seen if actually Dembele's agents and Barca will come to a unified term as to the new contract, because currently what is really making things today is the fact that Dembele is not still that okay with the terms that Barca wants. Barca doesn't want to give him a higher salary because they know that they are going through a lot, and giving higher salaries might still cripple the club. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, Lamine Yamal is widely regarded as one of the most exciting and brightest young talents coming through the ranks of Barca at the moment. At just the age of 15, Lamine Yamal is making quite a waves at youth level and even made his first team debut for Barca towards the end of last season under Xavi Hernandez. With Yamal set to turn 16 later this month, he will become eligible to sign his first professional contract, and several clubs across Europe have taken note of the situation in hope of luring him away from Barcelona. But talks over a new contract with La Liga champions Barcelona have been progressing well, and according to journalist Santi Ovalle, Yamal will become a part of the Barca first team setup once he signs his new deal. The Spanish youth international changed his agents not so long ago, joining forces with Jorge Mendes, and the Blaugrana have a very good working relationship with the Portuguese super agent. Talks have taken place with Mendes regarding the renewal of Yamal, as well as Alejandro Bade, and an agreement is understood to not be very far away. The 15-year-old attacking prodigy is expected to be part of the pre-season camp, which starts next week, and will also likely be on the flight for the tour to the United States of America later this month. And a good impression during the coming weeks could earn the prodigious talents a spot in Xavi's plans for the upcoming season. So, guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.